Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, this is Christian Brindle with Six Figure Medicare Agent. Hope this video finds you doing well. And we're back with another video. Today, guys, I'm going to talk to you about different social media platforms and which ones you probably want to target which demographics on, right, in terms of age. And kind of what different platforms are going to be used for, essentially. In my eyes, after, spending the last 3 years heavily invested into building out my brands, my content, and just my overall image on different social media platforms. Before we get into that, though, guys, I got to talk to you about my favorite telemarketing lead company. Of course, you know what it is. It's Lead Heroes, you guys. Lead Heroes has got you covered when it comes to telemarketing leads, whether it be Medicare supplement leads, final expense leads, turning 65 leads. They just got something for everybody. Just because you watch this video today, they're going to give you 10% off any order you make on their website. The link to the site can be found down in the description of this video, so go ahead and check them out. All right, guys, so let's talk about social media. Let's first start off talking about the Dandara, right? The monster of all social media platforms, probably the oldest active one today that I'm aware of. And that's, of course, good old Facebook, right? FB, ticker symbol FB. Just kidding, we're not talking about stocks, but Facebook. Really, to be honest with you guys, I think you can pretty much reach anybody on Facebook. However, Facebook is not going to have much of an organic capability unless you're growing like a community, right? Like a Facebook group or something like that. Even Facebook pages, even if you get a lot of followers, even if you create a business page, let's say, and let's say you get 10,000 followers on Facebook, it's just not going to have a whole lot of organic reach capabilities, right? You see so many people, they have 5,000 followers on their business page, 10,000 followers, 20,000 followers, and they'll post something and they'll get like 3 likes, 4 likes, or 5 likes. It just doesn't reach people with the way that their algorithm has been structured the last couple of years. It doesn't have the impact that it used to have. Maybe if you have millions of followers or something like that, but really, in my opinion, where the organic capabilities have potential is through Facebook groups. Really. Facebook groups are going to be essentially like your own personal audience for whatever it is that you're trying to do. And there's too many Facebook groups as there is. But even your personal Facebook page is going to have more organic capability than a business page will. But it's not going to be something like a TikTok where you can put a video up and then you put like 10 videos up and all of a sudden you have 100,000 followers or 1 million followers, like through just organic capabilities of the algorithm. It's just not going to happen that way. But Facebook has a lot of potential still. It's not as lucrative as it once was, but it still has a lot of potential in terms of paid marketing, right? Running ads on Facebook and those kind of things. And that's probably where it shines. And if you're running ads and if you're paying to market on Facebook, you're probably going to have the ability to reach almost any age demographic, right? You can reach younger people, you can reach seniors because they're definitely on Facebook, and you're going to be able to really target whoever it is you want. So that's kind of my take on Facebook. Let's talk about Instagram, Facebook-owned company, of course. Instagram, in my opinion, is getting more and more lucrative. I've actually really enjoyed their innovation the last couple of years. So a couple years ago, you had Instagram stories come out and Facebook stories. Kind of go back to Facebook. This was Facebook's attempt to really put Snapchat under, right? Put them 6 feet under and to really make them irrelevant. And I feel like in my opinion, it's probably done it quite a bit, these Facebook stories, because really it's the exact same feature as Snapchat. Instagram stories has them too. Instagram's such a diverse platform because there's no cap to how many people you can be connected to. You can follow people without them having to follow you back. Like Facebook, when you're friends with somebody, you have to both mutually accept the friendship, and you only have a cap of 5,000 friends on your personal page. On Instagram, it's based on who you follow, who you unfollow, those kind of things. Also with Instagram, you're going to have this new feature called Reels, which is their attempt to pretty much do the same thing they did to Snapchat to TikTok. Right, and it has a lot of organic capabilities, these Reels. We put some up on some of our pages and gotten 700 views, 2,000 views, 600 views, 1,000 views, just on these little video clips from our YouTube channel. It's actually helped grow our YouTube channel with Reels. A lot of people don't understand Reels, But we're trying to take full advantage of these reels on our pages and on our profiles, on the Six Figure Medicare Agent Instagram account, on the Christian Brindle Insurance Services Instagram account. So I think there's a lot of organic capabilities there. I think the days where you can just post a picture, though, on Instagram and expect it to just take off with the algorithm, I personally believe that those days are probably over with. But it still has organic capabilities with the Reels because they're trying to keep up and really compete directly with TikTok. And so they have a TikTok-like feature, and because of that, they're trying to make it similar to the TikTok algorithm to where you can get discovered through some of these Reels. So I think Reels is actually a really great thing and something you can do for your account. So I always thought that was kind of a cool thing with Reels. So Instagram, it's not as lucrative as maybe it once was in terms of growing organically, but I still think there's a lot of potential there, and we're actually going to be putting a lot of attention and focus into Instagram in the next probably 6 months or so. I think that we can do something special on there with our different accounts. Let's talk about TikTok, right? Because everybody wants to know about TikTok. So we haven't necessarily built a huge following on TikTok. We probably have about 1,000 followers, but I would look at TikTok as it's starting to clean up its algorithm, right? So with TikTok, you're really going to find, there are certain people that say that there's seniors on there if you're trying to sell Medicare or promote yourself to sell Medicare. I don't know how many there really are. I don't know. It's hard for me to say. But one thing that you can say about TikTok is you can put a video up about something, anything. And as long as it's captivating, as long as it's interesting, as long as you kind of structure it the right way where it moves quickly. Remember, it's only a 30 to 60 second clip. The algorithm can push you and you can get 1 million views on a video like that. The organic capabilities is just so hot right now. And it might have even calmed down just a little bit based on, maybe tweaks and alterations they've made to the algorithm. Every social media starts that way, right? Where there's incredible organic capability, where if you're one of the first to get in, if you push it really hard in the first little while there, you can grow a massive following very easily without spending any money. And then as time goes on, it tightens it up, and then that's not really a possibility anymore. Facebook, once upon a time, had those organic capabilities. Instagram, once upon a time, had those organic capabilities. So I believe, in my opinion, with TikTok, that there is potential for it right now to build an audience, and it's probably something that you should be thinking about and looking at. Let's talk about LinkedIn, guys. So LinkedIn, I think if you're trying to sell insurance, it's going to be best for probably self-employed people, under 65 people. LinkedIn, believe it or not, it's been around quite some time, but it's almost like an online resume. Think of it like that, right? Where people can, give you credit. You have connections with certain people, which is similar to friends on Facebook. And truth be told, the site and the algorithm, the way they have it structured is very similar to Facebook, but the algorithm is much different. So with LinkedIn, you can put up video clips, you can put up posts, you can put up, text posts. There's a lot of different things you can do on it, but it's really a very professional place. It's really a business social media. And last time I looked, it's probably got over 200 million monthly users, so it actually does have a place. The main thing that people might be surprised about with LinkedIn is it has a lot of organic capability. It does. Gary Vaynerchuk says it all the time. You can put something up and use the right hashtags, and a lot of people can discover you just through those hashtags, which you're not going to find on a lot of these more established social media. So there's a lot of organic capability still with LinkedIn. And there's a lot of different social medias out there, guys. Twitter is one. I personally feel like I don't know how much value there is in Twitter. I don't put a lot of time or effort into Twitter. YouTube, I consider YouTube a social media. YouTube is the second most used search engine in the world, with Google being number one, and Google owns YouTube, so they kind of correlate together with their algorithms. YouTube is going to be found very often through Google searches, right? So if there's a YouTube video on something, a very popular YouTube video, when you're Google searching something, it's probably going to pop up very close to the top on Google searches. So you could kind of put them in the same category, I suppose. But YouTube, in my opinion, has it's definitely tightened its algorithm. It's a very slow building in terms of building an audience, but YouTube is going to be here for the next 10 years. You don't know if TikTok's going to be here for the next 10 years or what it's going to look like 10 years from now. YouTube is very established, and YouTube is a platform to where if you build an audience and up, you can get paid for advertising, and YouTube is just very lucrative, and it's great real estate to have in your business digitally. So in my opinion, which ones are the most valuable? I would say probably Facebook, just for the Facebook groups and that there's everybody on there. There's more users than any other platform. YouTube, and probably TikTok, just because it's hot right now and you can do something on that you might not be able to do on every other platform. Anyway, guys, I hope you found this video interesting and helpful. If you did, do me a favor. It actually helps with the YouTube algorithm of this video to drop a like on this video. It helps us out a lot. It helps more people find it easily, so I would appreciate it if you do that for us. What are your thoughts? What are the most valuable social medias today to build your business and your brand on? Comment below in the comment section. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Even if they're different than mine, reasonable minds can differ. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you're notified when we upload. And until next time, here's to your success and your abundance. Thanks, guys.